Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, we go through the NTC past questions. Question 1. A polytank contains 4,000 liters of water. If 3,500 liters of water is used, what fraction of the original quantity is used? Solution. Here we have the total quantity of water to be given as 4,000 liters, and we've used 3,500 liters. And so the fraction used will be given as 3,500 divided by 4,000. So here these two zeros will cancel out. So we are going to have 35 divided by 40, which is equal to 7/8. And so the correct option is option D. Question 2. A basket contains 45 mangoes. If each mango costs 2.5 Ghana cedis, what is the total cost of the mangoes in the basket? Solution. The total cost of the mangoes in the basket will be given as the price per mango times the total number of mangoes in the basket. So here we have the price per mango to be given as 2.5 Ghana cedis and the total number of mangoes given as 45. So we are going to have 2.5 cedis multiplying 45. And this is going to give us 112.50 cedis. What is the weight of this luggage in grams? Solution. We have 1 kg to be equal to 1,000 grams, right? So here to convert kg into grams, we have to multiply it by 1,000. So we are going to have 40.24 multiplying 1,000, and this is going to give us 40,240 grams. And so the correct option is option C. Question 4. Which of these numbers, 245, 242, 142, and 225, is divisible by 3? So what this question means is that which of these numbers, when divided by 3, gives a remainder of 0? So now let's divide these guys by 3 and see what we're going to have. 245 divided by 3, and this is going to give us 81.667. Then we have 242 divided by 3, and this is going to give us 80.667. Then we have 142 divided by 3, and this is going to give us 47.333. And lastly, we have 225 divided by 3, and this is going to give us 75. And so here, as we can clearly see, it's only 225 that gives a remainder of 0 when divided by 3. And so the correct option is option B. Question 5. What is the value of the expression 3a plus 2b minus 14 if a is equal to 3 and b is equal to 12? Solution. To find the value, so here we are given a to be equal to 3 and b to be equal to 12, right? So wherever we see a, we are going to substitute in 3, and wherever we see b, we are going to substitute in 12. So we're going to have 3 times a, but a is now equal to 3, then plus 2 times b, but b is equal to 12, then minus 14, right? So 3 times 3 is 9, plus 2 times 12 is 24, then minus 14. So when you simplify this guy, we are going to have 19. And so the correct option is option B. Question 6. Janet is 5 years older than Johnson. If the sum of their ages is 25, what is Janet's age? Solution. Let Johnson be X years old. Now, since Janet is 5 years older than Johnson, then if Johnson is X years old, then Janet is going to be X plus 5 years old, right? And we are being told that the sum of their ages is 25. So if we add these two guys, we should get 25, right? So we are going to have x plus 5 should be equal to 25. So x plus x is going to be 2x. So you're going to have 2x plus 5 is equal to 25. So you're going to have 2x is equal to 25 minus 5. Thus, we have 2x is equal to 20, right? So when you divide by 2, we are going to have 2x divided by 2 is equal to 20 divided by 2. Thus, we have x to be equal to 10. So Johnson is 10 years old. But from the question, we are being asked to find the age of because the value of x is now 10. Thus, Janet is 15 years old. And so the correct option is option B. Question 7. The average age of 9 students in a class is 25 years. If another student who is 15 years old joins the class, what is the average age of the 10 students? Solution. By definition, the average or the mean is defined to be the sum of the elements divided by the total number of elements. From the first part of the question, we have the total number of students to be 9, and their average age is 25 years. Thus, the average of the 9 students is going to be, we don't know the sum, so let the sum be equal to, let's say, x, then divided by the total number of students, which is equal to 9, right? And their average age is 25, so this is equal to 25. So thus we have x to be equal to 25 times 9. Thus x is equal to 225. Thus the sum of the ages of the 9 students is equal to 225. Now from the second part of the question, a student of age 15 has joined the class. So here the total number of students is now 10, and we have the sum of the ages of the 9 students to be equal to 225. Thus the average age of these 10 students is now going to be the sum of the ages, right? So we have the sum of the 9 students to be 225, then plus the age of the new students, which is equal to 15, then divided by the total number of students, which is 10. And this is going to give us 240 divided by 10. So that's the average age of the 10 students is 24. And so the correct option is option B. Question 8. In an examination, 70% of the candidates passed. If the number of candidates who passed was 350, how many failed? Solution. So you can solve this question in two ways. So you can first find the total number of people who wrote the exams, then we subtract 350 from it to get the number of students who failed, or we can solve directly for the number of students who failed. So let's use the second approach, that's solving directly for the number of students who failed. So here we are going to say that if 70%, right, so y represents the number of students who failed. Because the total percentage is 100, that's why the number of students who failed is being denoted by 30%, right? Because 100 minus 70 is equal to 30. Then let's solve for y. So we are going to cross multiply. So this guy will multiply this, and this will multiply that, right? So here we are going to have 70% multiplying y is equal to 350 multiplying 30%. Then we divide through by the coefficient of y, which is 70% in this case. Thus, y is equal to 350 times 30%, which is equal to 0.3, divided by 70%, which is equal to 0.7. So here, these two guys will cancel out, and also 0 is going to cancel out 0. Thus, y is equal to 350 times 3 divided by 7, right? Thus, y is equal to 1050 divided by 7. Thus, y is equal to 150. And so the number of students who failed the exams is equal to 150. So the correct option is option B. Question 9. There are 30 and 50 employees, respectively, in the Keta and Denu branches of the same company. Each branch is to raise 4,500 Ghana cedis towards the send-off ceremony of their manager. If the employees at each branch are to contribute equally, how much will each employee of the Danu branch contribute? Solution. Here, our main focus is to find the amount each employee at the new branch is going to pay, right? So in all, they are to raise 4,500 Ghana cedis. Now let's find the number of employees at the Danu branch. From the question, we have been told that there are 30 and 50 employees, respectively, in the Keta and the new branches. The first number will correspond to the employees in the first branch, and the second number is going to correspond to the number of employees in the second branch, right? So the number of employees in the Denu branch is 50. And in all, each branch is to raise 4,500 Ghana cedis, and the employees are to contribute equally. So to find how much each employee is going to pay, we just have to divide 4,500 by 50, right? So that's the contribution by each employee is going to be 4,500 Ghana cedis divided by 50. So this zero is going to cancel out this zero, and 5 goes into 450 90 times, right? So the employees at the Danu branch is going to pay 90 Ghana cedis each. So the correct option is option B. Three consecutive even numbers sum up to 60. What is the product of the least and the highest of the numbers? Solution. So the first step is to find these three even numbers, and then we can find the products of the highest and the least of these numbers, right? So since we are told that the numbers of these numbers be equal to x, right? Then the next number is going to be x plus 2, right? And then the next one is going to be x plus 4 because they are even and they are also consecutive, right? Also, we have been told that the sum of these numbers is equal to 60. So when we add these guys up, we should get 60. So we are going to have x plus 2 plus x plus 4 is equal to 60. So let's add the like terms. So we have x plus x plus x. So that's going to be 3x. Then we have 2 plus 4, which is going to be 6, is equal to 60. So that's 3x is equal to 60 minus 6. Hence, 3x is equal to 54. That's when you divide by 3, you're going to have x to be equal to 18, right? So we have the first of these even numbers to be equal to 18. So here we have the first number to be equal to 18, and then the second number will be giving us 18 plus 2, which is going to be 20, and then the third even number will be giving us 22. Now, from the question, we are being asked to find the product of the least and the highest of these numbers, right? So that's we have to find the products of 18 and 22. Now, let's find the products of 18 and 22. So 18 times 22 is equal to 396. And so the correct option is option C. Thank you for watching. Please make sure to subscribe and share with your friends. See you guys in the next video.